Hey guys, it's Pinot Noir Ice Cream Bar. So I'm here with Chelsea, Daichi, and Citrus, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some projects that I've been up to, some doll projects, and some of them are probably pretty obvious, given the parts of them you can see. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of projects recently, one because I've had to, and two because normally around this time of year I'm like, good job, you saved a lot of money, now you get to buy yourself a special end of the year treat. Good job for you! But this year I don't really have a lot of money, though I am very tempted to be spending money that I don't have, so we'll see if I can hold out against my own stupidity. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of projects to try and alleviate that feeling of needing new things. So first off, I really did have to do this. Daichi and Chelsea needed new face-ups. Chelsea because I had wiped his face a while ago, a couple months ago, and just hadn't gotten around to it. And then Daichi, when I made that black and rainbow wig, I accidentally got Mod Podge on his face, and by the time I peeled it off, it took a couple layers of sealant and paint with it, so I had to redo his face-up too. It was, they're not the worst face-ups I've ever done, that's for sure, but they're also not the best because it is already very cold outside and the sealant is just not working properly. It just isn't. So they're a little smudgy, dirty looking just because the sealant cannot possibly dry correctly outside right now. It's kind of a mess. I just didn't want them to be blank all through the winter because it is cool where I live and it stays cold all the way until summer, so they would just have been blank for many months. So now they have these face-ups, yay me. The only thing I've ordered recently has been eyes, so hopefully Chelsea's gonna get some eyes that I don't know why I pointed at myself when I did that. Chelsea is going to get some new eyes that hopefully will be a little bit of a better fit because these ones are bad. I need small iris glass eyes because personally I just like glass eyes. I think that they are really nice looking in person, and that's the primary way that I experience my own collection of dolls is in person. So even though there's other eyes that photograph a little better than glass eyes, I think that they look the nicest to me, but small iris glass eyes are so hard to find, and I've only ever found them in 4 colors, and I'm like, so he might end up with acrylic eyes at some point because his eyeballs are just so tiny. They're so tiny. Of course, obviously, besides the face-ups, which you might not even be able to tell, I really can't tell if my camera's in focus right now or not, so if it isn't, I apologize. So other than the face-ups, I obviously have done some wigs for Daichi and Chelsea. I just thought it would be fun to make them some new hair. Daichi, I like that black and rainbow wig that I made for him, but I think what happened with that is, at the time, I was just really excited that I was finally getting colors to dye really, really bold, and I wasn't thinking that those colors aren't really they just don't really fit his character. They're too bold. When I made that wig for his stylized form out of just synthetic fiber, the colors were kind of desaturated. They were a little bit off. That wasn't exactly primary rainbow color, and that is kind of what I wanted, but then I didn't do that, and then I'm like, this doesn't look right. I decided to make him a totally different wig just for gigs, and I went for this kind of two-toned thing. Obviously, I did make videos out of both of these wig making experiences, and I will talk about them more when I have those up. I've not finished editing either of them, so we'll see. The ridiculous thing is, though, that this color on Daichi's wig, I am so annoyed because I'm like, this is almost exactly the color that I wanted for Citrus's wig, and now I'm like, I just want to remake this color, change it a tiny bit, and then make that this wig. Just shave all of this off and just put it on there. I don't know, I am like, maybe I'll do that at some point. Because I'm not totally sure how much I love the varying greens in Citrus's frontal part of his hair. They vary. Chelsea has a wig. He has not. This is the first time he has had a wig since I got him. In this form, obviously. His stylized form has a couple different wigs. But this was fun because the Etsy store is going very, very slowly. Much more slowly than anticipated, but you know, that's okay. I did sell something, and I'm excited about that one thing that I sold, obviously because it sold, but also because it has to do with this wig. It's a color that I was making when I was trying to get the right color for Chelsea, so I'm very excited. I'll talk about it more in the wig video because it also was this was kind of an experiment in how much hair do you actually need to make a full wig for this size doll. It was interesting. It was an interesting experiment. The last thing I've been doing is also kind of exciting. I found a pattern that I used to use like 5-6 years ago to make t-shirts, and I love this pattern, and I love sewing with patterns because you don't have to measure things. You just cut out the pieces, sew them together, then you're done. It's pretty much the best. So let me move your hair. Oh God, Chelsea doesn't have a shirt on. Why? He looks so pale. Look at how shiny he is. And I made these 2 shirts the other day. It was super fun. It's just been a good time. You know, I had this ambition earlier to make shirts to sell in the Etsy store that I have, but I was like, you know, I don't know, that might just end up consuming my entire life with sewing. So far, haha, I've been enjoying making these little shirts. I really need new iron transfer paper. I just need new paper because, see, here's the thing. I made shirts. This shirt I'm wearing right now, this is embarrassing what I'm about to tell you, but this shirt here, this shirt I made my senior year of high school, and this is an iron transfer, and it's still on here. This shirt has been in the dryer, and the transfer is still on here. You can barely feel the difference between the fabric and the transfer, like it's so great. And this is so crappy and like, not firm, like stiff. You know, you take your time to make a shirt, to draw up a design, print it out, and you don't want, after all those many steps, to have to, you know, for it to just fall apart. I can't talk today, I guess. But yeah, that is what I've been up to. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to all of you soon. Bye!